Hi, I'm John from the YouTube channels Pro Craps and Casino Gaming TV. This year's Craps for the Cure is going to be held November 11th and 12th in Las Vegas at Casino Quest. The whole thing will be streamed live on the Casino Quest YouTube channel. This year, obviously, we're raising money for veterans moving forward, which helps to raise service animals for veterans with PTSD. It costs $50,000 to raise one dog. That's our goal this year. Let's put one dog into one veteran's house as a group. Join us again for 20 hours over 2 days of straight up craps play, talk, competitions, dice throwing, strategy breakdowns, dealing practice, you name it. If it's got to do with craps, we're doing it for 20 straight hours to raise money for our vets. Looking forward to seeing you out there live at Casino Quest or on their YouTube channel. Again, if you want to donate, there's plenty of chances to donate at crapsforthecure.com. We have auction items, raffle items, event ticketing while you're there, and of course, live donations and pledges taken during the broadcast. Can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to hook up one vet with a dog. Let's get this done, everybody. See you on Veterans Day weekend. In the meantime, God bless. All right, top of the morning to y'all. How's it going, everybody? It's John from Pro Craps here on Casino Gaming TV. Coffee and Craps. Here we go. We are opening up every show with the my attempt at this $1 million challenge craziness from Buckeye Slim. He said in chat, I've got a commanding lead. I only have it because I started before everybody else did. I got like a 4-day head start. And so far, knock on wood, we've had a good run. I've had a good run in the garage for the daily paycheck also. Knock on wood, it's going well. And I said it in chat, all good things will come to an end. At some point, we're going to go belly up here. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'm in virtual month 3 right now. Okay, so month 3 means buy in for $1,000, which is right here, 2 slugs of 5 black chips. Looking to win 1,200 over 6 sessions. I have 6 sessions to win 1,200. I don't have to stop at $200 on any one session. I can go more than that if I want to. But I got to win 1,200 total to move on to the next month. Okay, so here we go. I have 6 chances at this. So it's today, tomorrow, and through next Thursday are the number of times I get to win the 1,200. Here we go. Buying in for $1,000. Let's see if we can't keep it up. Now, I've been playing a different strategy every day. I'm just going to catch a point here. Trying different stuff just because why not? It's fun. And just see what happens, right? I feel like this is not a paycheck. This is just me going out there and having a whiz-bang time. So point of 5 today, we have a little more money. Let's do kind of a grind down kind of a thing. I'll take one crack at a grind down. I'm going to go out here for $320 across. So there's 400 with $80 in change. Okay, we're going to 320 across. And I'm going to do a little bit of a regression here. We're going to go 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. And I'm going to do kind of a Dallas drawdown sort of a thing. It's going to be a pain to deal. But if I can catch 3 or 4 hits, we're going to be in okay shape to have a nice little run. So we're going to regress the full box as we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can catch anything but big red. Oh, I hit a chip. I hit a freaking chip, and it's a 7. Told you. Hit those damn chips, and I whacked out a 7. That's a bummer. 320 out. I'm going to put it right back out here. 325 for 5. I'll reset my bets. We're just going to do it again. If I burn the bankroll, we have enough to start over. That's going to be the rule here. I'm at half the bankroll. If I have a 7 out before I get $500 back in my rack, today's over. Okay, that's the rule. So we can only burn half. There's a hard 4. Let's go. Let's make it happen. We're going to have to work a little bit this morning. There is a hard 4. Okay, that's fantastic. So we're going to hit the 4. We buckshot the point. That pays $100. Okay, and we're going to regress every bet by $10. Okay, so we're all going to come down from 50 to 40 all the way through. So it's going to take me a hot minute to do this. These are going to go, let's see, let's get $50 in red. I think I need more than that, but for right now, let's do this. Dealers love doing this. They love it when you have these crazy ass regressions, right? There is 40 on all of those, and we'll take the 6 and 8 down to 48 bucks. All right, so there's, I need to get more reds for another green. There's 45. There's 48. I still need more. Good gravy. Okay, there's 400, by the way. 400. There's a black chip. That's 500 bucks back. So the rack is back to half. I get to play it one more time. Let's take like this. $25 and change. Now, Dallas drawdown. We go 3 times down. 3 times down. Here we go. That was hit number 1. Oh, we're coming out. That was a point winner. Come out 10. All right, hard 10. Let's go. Can we recover? Hard 6. Can we recover? 48. It's going to pay a little bit. Get some this. 55, 56 bucks. Sweet. Everything comes down now to $30. Okay, Dallas drawdown style. These will come down in the middle here to 36. All right, and I will get color on the reds as I bring stuff down just to kind of keep the rack clean. But there's a nickel in whites. There's 50 bucks in red, 50 bucks in green. I'm going to trade that in for a black. Coming back, there's 600 in the rack. There's whatever this is out here. And here we go. 5, 3, 2, 5. Okay, so the drawdown is completed. 30 pays 42. I'm going to do 45 for the 3 whites that I have in the rack. Put that back in the rack. I will color the reds up here as we go. Bring it all down to $20 bets. Okay. I'll make the 6 and 8 just a quarter just to keep it easy. And let's get all these other guys down. 20, 20, and 20. And there's the drawdown. So this is going to be 100 bucks in greens. Back to 700. There's 3 whites. There's 20 bucks. We're back to 725 in the rack. And what I got out here is 20, 40, 60, 80, 125 bucks, 130 bucks out here. So we're upside down. We're going to have to fight to get back to our starting point here. And pray for me that we can do it. There's a 9. A 6, 3, 9. 20 pays $28. Okay. I'm going to make it look like 35. Do a little press in there. That should pay 50 for 1 if we hit it again. I'm going to try and get them all to that level. There's a 10. That's the point. 20 pays 40 for 1 on the VIG. We'll make, again, it look like a quarter. 50 for 1, 50 for 1. That's going to be the goal here. Get them all at that level. Coming out, 10. All right, right back on it. Stay clean, shooter, stay clean. There's 20. That pays 28. Goes to 35. Again, looking to make 50 for 1 on that 5. At some point, we might actually be in profit and have to stop. There's a 10. Boy, that 10 is hot, baby. That 10 is hot. 50 for 1 on the 10. How much do you love that? That's like the 4th one. I'm going to take those greens and make them a black. There's 800 back in the rack. Woo! 800 bucks in the rack. Let me get these colored out here real quick because I want to show you where I am. There's 10. There's 15 bucks, or 25 rather, and 5. So 25 and 5. We're getting close. There's 830 right there, right? And what I got out here is about, well, I don't know. What do I have out here? 3, 4, 5, 125, 150 bucks out here, right? Essentially, we're back to square. Let's keep it up. New point there is going to be a 6. There's the 7. Okay, so we didn't get it. We didn't quite make it. Good run, though, huh? We fought back pretty good. One more little crack out of here. Let's see the drawdown again. 320 bucks. 325 for 5. Puck is off. Let's come out. Let's get lucky. Let's get lucky. There's a 5. Let's get lucky. There's an 8. All right. That's nice. 60 pays all day. It pays 70 bucks. Let's bring them all down. Make these look like 48. I'm going to make those look like whites. Make the rest of them look like they're 40 bucks. I'm going to get 75 in white, or red rather. This strategy is cool, but it's a pain in the you-know-whats to deal. A lot of chips flying around. There we go. There's everything at 40. There's a black to come back. There's 600 bucks in the rack. There's a bunch of whites and randomness. Here we go. Stay off of it. Just stay off of it for a minute. There's a 639. That's cool. That's 40 bucks. It's going to pay $56. And everything comes down now from 40 down to 30. 36 on the 6 and 8. We are out of the hand, by the way. There's a quarter. There's a quarter. That would be 75. That's 100 bucks right there, plus all this mess. All right. Might be a little longer intro than we'd like, right? I'd rather be out of here in 2 seconds, like we have been. But I decided to play a strategy that was hard to win on. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, stay off of it. Aces. Who cares? 9. All right. That's cool. That's going to pay 42. Let's do 45 for 3 on that. And I'm going to bring all the bets down now to $20 level. And we're basically safe. We're out. We have profit on this particular shooter. We have shown a profit. And we're in good shape. There's 20. There's 20. There's 20 for the 4. There's 100 in green. If I take that, well, not quite 100 you left. I have almost 100. Make it a black chip. All right, rack's got 800 and change, 875, 890 bucks in the rack, roughly. Oh, I'm missing a green chip for the 6. All right, here we go. Let's get them all pressed up. 516 pays $29. We'll do 30 for 1. I'm going to make that 6 look like 42. Whoops. There's 42. So it pays 50 for 1. There's my move. 50 for 1. We're going to stay put on 50 for 1 on these bets. All right. That's going to pay 40 bucks down there. 40 bucks on the 4 for $1 vig. We're going to move it to a quarter. Take the rest back. Now my rack, that's a black chip. Okay. 900 in the rack. We have 100 and change out here, so we're back to profit. Back to profit. It's got to stay off the gross number, right? There's a 628. Again, that's going to pay 30 for 1. Pays 29, 30 for 1. We're going to make it look like 42. Bring back a quarter. There's another 8. That's fan-freaking-tastic. All right. That's going to pay 50 for 1. There's $1. There's 50. All right. Let's keep at it, baby. Let's keep at it. There's a 6-5 in mid-mo-yo. That rolled on me. It's not an 8. It was a 6-5. And there's a 3-2-5. Fantastic. That pays 20, pays 28. 25, 28. I'm going to make it look like 35. We're going to do a rack check and see where we are, okay? I am $25 light of being perfect in the rack, which means if I take, let's just take the 4 off the table. There's my starting bankroll, my $1,000. What I have out here right now, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 100, 25. We have about 150 or so bucks out here on the felt right now. We're doing good on the felt. We're not quite to 200 bucks. So I'd like to be at a couple $100 in profit here if I can. Not quite there yet. So I'm going to put the $25 back out, and we'll take another couple cracks out of here. There's the 4. Bam, 50 for 1. 50 for 1, that will get us there. Okay, let's bring it all down. There's a nickel. And whites. Let's bring all the reds off the table. Whew, that was a kind of a dogfight right there, huh? You got to work a little bit today. 75 bucks in red. Man alive. That green, by the way, makes my rack my $1,000. There's 100. There's 200. 223 today. Whew. Bit of a fight, 223. But we got through it. And it took longer than I would have liked to. But there's our first couple $100. Tomorrow, back at it again with $1,000 to win another 200 on our way to 1,200 bucks. I'm not going to stretch it out any further. Too much work today. We got our 200 bucks. I am TF out. I am TF out of here. No, I'm good, man. I had my 200 bucks. I'm good. I think my math was right. The 5 is the point. Sure shouldn't have been paid. Okay, let's roll one more. You guys, the 5 was the point. The 4 shouldn't have got paid. Oh, that's right. You're right. The 4 is the point. Let's roll one more. There's an 11. I made a mistake. You're right. I made a mistake. There's another. Oh, I got mid-mo-yo twice. This is going to be and there's a freaking 7. Okay, I'm not even doing this. I don't know where I am now. I can't imagine where I am. I owe the world 50 bucks. Let's just say that. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. I owe the world 50 bucks. I screwed up. Go back for more. I can't go back for more. I got to get out of here, guys. It's 8:20. Let's go over here. Let me go to this screen. I'll fix that. You're right. I do owe the world 50 bucks, the way that it worked out. Without the bets up there, I have to go back and replace things. I don't want to cheat and say the bets are down, but really I should put the bets back up there and kind of re-roll it again. Just actually have dice out there. Whatever, I messed up. I'm sorry about that. We're within a spitting distance of it, but it's 8:20 and I want to get to the show. So let's go to the show and see what's happening today. So I want to get to this quick. We're gonna do a quick Red Cross review, a quick note on Craps for the Cure, nothing earth-shattering there. And then I want to get to the progressions because the progressions are why we're here all week. Yeah, you do love messing with me, but I do owe the world money. I screwed that up. Okay. Red Cross recap and the Craps for the Cure. Craps for the Cure first. I am going today to have a training session with the people who run the auction software. I want to show it to you though so you can see it. So give me a second here. I'm going to change the view. I want you to see the website. I think it's here. Better World. Here it is. Here's the new site. This is the Craps for the Cure official auction site. I'll get it linked next week. But now we have, again, all the auction items are here. We featured the ability to make a straight donation, the Hawaii Crap Shooters play along, the cruise, Heavy's full seminar, the hard hats here, and then we have all the other items, the bobbleheads and my felt, Jacob's felt, Dice Dr. Dan's plaques, the collector's kit. Garrison has donated his book signed, as well as a signed copy of John Patrick's Intermediate Craps book, which is fantastic. Custom playing cards designed by Kev the Carpenter. Custom mugs designed by Adam G. New York Strip, the Flip the 4 guy. So a lot of cool stuff here. This is going to go live on November 1st. I'm going to get the money hooked up so we can get the donations going right to veterans for veterans moving forward. And once I have that done, I'll light it up and we can start doing bidding right away. Start getting our bids in. But there's the site for that. Okay, that's your update for Craps for the Cure. The next thing I want to talk about really quick is Daily Paycheck. So while we're here, actually, let's look at the Daily Paycheck. If I go to casinogaming.tv, the paycheck's doing good. We're 9-0. We won $2,600 in the Red Cross. So far, so good. Today we went down quickly. We had a PSO early. So we're down $380 or whatever that is. We fought right back. This thing's got fight back to it. You never know what's going to win. Today, the box numbers carried the water. The other day, the box numbers did nothing for us. And the line bet, the parlay on the line, that won us all of our paycheck. You just never know what it's going to be that gets it done. There's really two ways to win. Either the line does it or the box numbers do it in this strategy. There's one way to lose, and that's when you have the line baccarat thing goes south. If you start bouncing back and forth between pass line, don't pass, and nothing's winning, and those bets get too high, That's what Ken lost money on when he did it. Ken from Ken Knows Gambling ran this and lost his whole bankroll. It happened on the line. The line bets got to like $600, $800, and he wasn't hitting them or the parlays. When that happens, that's where this thing goes really, really south. So that's the thing we're trying to avoid here. So keep tuned in. That's a fun show. It's going well so far. And I think tomorrow, Waylon and I are going to try and do a version of this Martingale style on Friday Follies. That's tomorrow. While we're on the Casino Gaming TV website, for all of you, go to the schedule. You can always tell what's going on, right? We have our this is backwards here, 8 o'clock. This still shows 9 o'clock for the Red Cross, but that's wrong. But later today, you can see what's happening. We have Texas Crap Shooters at 3:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern Time. We've got Jeff, Final day of his tournament at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. East, and we have Big AZ's Yahtzee Challenge coming up. You'll see that I've added Crooked River Craps. I've added George from CY, so their schedules will now start showing up on here as well. If you schedule your lives through YouTube, this will pick up your live schedule. It should anyway. So you can see that Joe from Craps Master Journey is in there for the morning as well. So I'll start showing this every day instead of showing it on the right-hand side there, because when I was doing, let me get back here. When I was doing it this way, there's too much now. There's like 5, 6 shows a day, and it doesn't fit on screen. So we'll do the schedule thing each day. All right, let's get to the meat of the matter. The meat of the matter is this. We're going to apply pressure. All week we're applying pressure. We're doing press, right? Looking at 50-50 bets, field, line, baccarat, roulette, right? Where these betting principles work the best, okay? They can work on box numbers and craps. They can work well if you catch it. But really, we're looking for the big run. We're looking to stay low when the water's calm. We're looking to lean into the wave, right? When it starts to win, bet heavier as you're winning. That's the idea. This is not trend betting. It seems like it's trend betting, but really it's like, I get a win, I stack it up. I get a win, I stack it up. I get a win, I stack it up. And if you keep winning, your stacked bets keep winning you more. That's the idea, right? It's catching a wave before the wave becomes a wave. That's the whole idea. So we're going to ride it. We're going to bet into the variance. That's the whole principle here. You might bleed out. Most of these strategies, you're starting off with 1 unit. If you don't get your 4 in a row, you lose a unit. It's one unit to win a bunch. But if you don't win the bunch, you're losing 1. And you're just going to kind of sit there and let that 1 unit churn away until a miracle happens. You're going to have a miracle happen for you. We did the RUP the first day, which is basically a 3-unit bet. So you're going to bleed 3 units if it doesn't work. But on the first hit, you're regressing back down to 2 units, so you lock a profit up. So 1 hit, you're locked in profit on the RUP. And then it's up a unit, pull, up a unit, and pull. That's where the RUP, regression, up, and pull comes in. The first win locks it in, but you're at big risk on that first roll. So if you don't get your first win, you could be chasing 3, 6, 9, 12 units pretty quick, and then it takes a while for itself to catch up. So you got to be careful. Works good in a chop, does not work good with multiple losses stacked up. So RUP was Monday. Tuesday, we did parlay pressure, which is one of my favorite ways to play it. You start with a 1-unit bet. When you win it, you parlay. If you win the parlay, your next bet is your base unit plus 1, so 2 units. You win that, you parlay it. That would be a 4-unit bet. You win that, your next bet was your last base bet, 2 plus 1, 3. So you go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, that's your parlay. Then you're at 3. You parlay 3 to 6. Then your next bet is 4, 1 bigger than 3. That's your pattern. If you catch a hot run, and I've seen this thing get to level 10, that's massive. That thing can win some crazy, crazy money. Huge runs on a long streak. It's one of the more powerful ways to do it. But you got to get 2 wins to get a profit. It takes 2 hits, not 1, before you can lock something in. But it's powerful when it happens. Yesterday we did all or nothing. We did the Paroli, right? It's 3 consecutive parlays. It's 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Pop it and bring it home, right? Bring that 16 units home. You pull it off, it's a 15-unit profit. You get 4 in a row, it's 15 units. It's awesome, right? You get 10 cracks at it, you still get a 5-unit win, even if you, or 6-unit win, even if you lose 9 times in a row. You still can get out of there when you hit it. That's a pretty fun one. It again, takes a miracle to win it. It's hard to get the 4 in a row. It really is. Today, we're going to go with the more, what do you call it? The more standard progressions. These are things there's videos all over the internet on these things. The 1, 3, 2, 4, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 1, 2, 4, 8, all these different ways of doing it, right? Actually, the 1, 2, 4, 8 is a parole, right? It's starting with a unit and then using your wins or whatever to progress your bets through the process, looking for 4 wins in a row. I like a 1, 3, 2, 4. As you know, I play that a lot. The danger with that one is that it takes 2 hits to win, right? And you have 2 units at risk. I'm going to show you how that one works. We're going to try it in the field again. The 1, 3, 2, 4 is a nice power play. You are in profit after the second hit. The parolee wins more money, but you're never in profit until the last hit. There's the difference there. So let's go to the table and play it out. I'm going to show you how the how the 1, 3, 2, 4 compares to the parolee. And again, the parolee is like, let me get this out of here. I'll fix that here in a little bit. The parolee, remember, it's a 1 unit bet that wins a unit, you stack it. It wins 2, you stack it. It wins 4, and you stack it. Finally, you win all 8, and the net of that after the 8th win, or after the 4th win, is 15 units. You've got your 1 unit out there, and then you've got your 15 units in profit. Beautiful thing, right? 15 units. But you never see the 15 units in your rack until the 4th hit. You can pull back after the 3rd one, but you never see this in your rack until the miracle actually happens. And that's kind of the downside to it. Today, we're going to do the 1, 3, 2, 4, which is this. It requires from your rack 2 units. You can go out with 1. It's going to win 1 unit. You're going to take 1 from your rack and power press it to 3 units. So it's 1 unit first, then 3 units. Okay? 3 units, of course, wins 3 units. You regress your bet down to 2. So 1, 3, and then 2. There's your 2 units that you started with, 2 units in profit. So after the second hit, you've made 100% profit, which I love about the 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay? Now we're on the 2, and here you're going to be crazy, right? 2 becomes 4. 4 wins another 4. Your total profit is 10 units. So where the parolee in 4 in a row brings you back 15 units, this one brings you back 10 units. The difference being you have 2 units at risk, but on the second roll, you're in profit. The parolee needs all 4 to win. This one, you can see money in your rack on the second roll. So it's got less risk than the RUP. It's got a little higher return than the RUP at the 4th hit, but it works pretty good, right? And again, you can alter these things however you want. You can do a 1, take 1, and you can match it. You can go 1, 4. You can go and put all 3 units out here if you want to. Add 2 more from your rack and go to 4, right? Take that 4th hit and go all the way back to 1. There's the 3 units that you added. There's a 5 unit profit, and from here you parolee, right? And turn this into 15 more. That's a cool way to do it too, right? All these progressions work well when they work. Let's get it out. Let's put this out here. We'll put 10 units at risk. This is going to give us basically 5 cracks at it because again, we have to put 2 units out there at risk for when it happens. We're going to take 5 shots at it in the field. Then I'm going to show you how this works in the box. And this is a great way to press the box once you're even. Oh, a bet's got to be out. There's our field bet. There's a 4-1-5, so we lose the first one. Out of our rack, replace it. There's a 9. All right, so here's the danger of this one. You're going to get paid 1. You're going to add 1 from your rack. This is the roll that you need, right? You get a 9. So 1 wins. You parlay that plus 1. Now the 3 unit wins. That wins 3 units. Now you drop down to 2. You bring 4 units back to your rack. Now what I have to do here though is replace, there's my starting bankroll. I have 1 unit in profit. Instead of 2, I have 1. Can our 2 unit bet win? It does not win. Okay, but we did lock a profit up, which is kind of cool. So we'll take the 2 units away. Okay. You can go home now if you want to, or start it back over again. 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, the field has this advantage of like, if you catch a 2 or a 12 on the early ones, You can make that be your power press, not from your rack, but we're going to have to go from the rack. We're going to power press out of the rack. There's 3. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. 7. So this case, we bled out 2, which kind of sucks. Here we go again. Restart it from base. 7 again. Boy, oh boy. Replace the bet. There's the 3. 1, 2, 3. There's the ace deuce. Stack it. Power press it. 8. Boy, we're having a tough time getting that second one today. So again, that burns 2 units. Right? That's the danger of this here. It burns 2 units. Where the RUP, remember, burns 3 only on the first one. Right? Oh, that was a 10 and it kissed and it turned into an 8. Dang it. Oh, we lost that one. What a huge bummer. Here we go. We're going to be out of it here in a minute. Marker time. Marker time. There's a 4. All right. We'll take the win. We will add to it. Freaking 5. Come on, man. Come on, man. Shooter, you're killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls. If you've seen that movie. There's a 5. So we're going to be basically burning the bankroll here, trying to make it happen. Last bet. If we catch it, we need to use our profit to get through it. There's a 7. We're not going to get it. All right, marker time. Let's do it one more time. We'll take this away. We'll take a marker out, and we'll try it again. Just going to keep on rolling it through so you can see I want you to see the pattern work when it works. Again, wouldn't do the field. I would do this on the lines or on a box number. There's a, oh shit, I wasn't in there. There's a 10. Win 1, power press. Aces, all right. That worked out good for us. That wins our base of 3 like we should have won and the bonus. That's why the field makes it work. I'm going to put the bonus win over here. I don't want that to be part of our discussion. I don't want you to get snuffed into thinking the field's the way to do it. I want to just do the regular parlay or the regular 1, 3, 2, 4. This is nice to have. Right? That would go in my pocket maybe. Let's play it straight up. 1, 3, 3, 1. Now it goes down to a 2-unit bet. I'm going to put the bankroll back, my 2 units in profit, and now we're going to go for it. Now we go for the jugular. All right, let's get this. Oh, we got it. We got a 10. So the 2 wins. Goes to 4. Right? Here's the big move. This is the 1. Right? This is the magical roll, but we did lock profit up. Even if we don't get it here. Right? We got profit locked. We can try again. But here we go. This is the 1. It's a 5. We didn't quite get it. It would have been nice to have seen that play out. I'm going to show you what would have happened, right? It would have been 4, which would have been 4, 8, 10 units in profit with our bankroll put back together again. That would have been a pretty amazing win, right? As it turns out, we get 2 units of profit out of it. That's what ends up happening. I'll put the profit over here. We'll keep it safe. Come back out. We'll try it one more time. And then I'm going to show you how to work these bets up in the box. All right. We're going to make profit here, or we're going to go upside down. There's a 6, which doesn't win. There's a 7, which doesn't win. And if you're keeping track at home with that 2 win that we really had 5 units of profit. If you're playing paycheck play, you're out. You're home, right? I'm just putting this aside because I don't want the 1 that to get in the way of the pattern, right? So I'm just taking the extra win from the aces away, but in reality, that would have been a go home. Here we go. 3 wins. We parlay it and we power press it, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Yes, we got a 4. We got a 4. Sweet. 1, 3. Now it goes down to 2. The rack is back to square. Have recovered our earlier losses. There's the 2 winning. There's a 9. Now we're at 4. This is the one that we need. This is the one. Come on, get it. Yes, we got it. 1, 3, 2, 4. The 4 hits. There's the miracle, right? There's the miracle. There is 10 units in profit. That pays off our marker, right? We had to go back in for 10. We paid our marker off, right? So but you can see that it can work, right? That's the pattern of how it works. Let me switch to the box. I want to show you this thing in the box. And here's an interesting thing to think about. What if what if you had done some box move, right? You had done something in the box. Let's pretend you did, I don't know what it would be. You're playing for, we'll do 64 across. You did something, and now you're playing at 64 across for free. This is your profit move. This is like you did 320, one hitting down. You won 70 bucks. You're 64 across. Now this is risk-free money. You would never do this out of your rack. Risk-free money. Let's do a 1, 3, 2, 4 on every number, and let's see what we can turn $10 into on any number, okay? It's gonna require a power press out of your rack. I'm gonna put 5 white chips in the rack because we're gonna need, and I'll put some reds. We're gonna put 25 bucks in the rack to power press with because we're gonna need these funds to do it. But watch what we can turn $10 into on a 1, 3, 2, 4. You ready? Let's say the 10 hits 4 times in a row. Let's say we have a miracle. You get that 10. The first time it's gonna pay 18 bucks, okay? We're gonna drop $2 and make it look like 30. So you go from 10 to 30. That's 1 to 3, right? One $10 unit to 3 $10. That's the two. This is gonna be the 3. 30 pays 60. We drop it down to 2. 1, 3, and then we're gonna have to get nickels here. 1, 3, and then a 2 unit bet. That pays 40 bucks. 2 units goes to 4 units. It's a full press, right? I'm gonna make that look like a green. When that hits, 40 pays 80 bucks. We started out with 10, right? I did add 2 bucks to it. So 12 bucks was our in. That's 100, 200 bucks out of $10. So $10 becomes 200. Remember when I showed you how it was 10 times your base over here, right? A 10x, right? 1 unit turned into 10. 10 units turned into 200 over here on the 10. How badass is that, right? If you can catch 4 from $10, right? If you get the 64 across and you want to be ballsy about it, you can do that. Notice on that second hit, right? When it went from 1 to 3, on that second hit at 3, when it was 30 bucks, that paid 60, right? We went down to the 2 unit size, 1, 3. We went down to 2 units. Let's put that out there. There's the 20 bucks. You started out with 10, you've already got profit in your rack. Like that second hit brings back a bunch of money to you, which is awesome. All right, there's the 10. Let's do it on the 9. How does the 9 or the 5 play a 1, 3, 2, 4 from $10, okay? Starts with 10. It pays 14 bucks. Now here you got a power press. It pays 14 bucks. You have to drop $6, right? To make it 15, 20, I'm sorry, you got to drop that to make it 30 bucks. You can go from 10 to 30. There's 25. So you got to power press it to make it work. Just like you did on the field, you got to power press the 9 and the 5 and the 6 and the 8. It goes to 30 bucks. All right, so again, 10 pays 14. That's 20. That's 24 bucks. You got to drop the 6 to make it look like 30. Now it's 30. This is 1, 3. 30 pays 42. 2 unit bet is 20 bucks. Look at your rack. You started out with 10. You add 6 to it, right? There's 26 bucks. See, this is profit over here. This is profit plus $10. There's your 2 unit bet. 2 pays 28. Now you go to 4 unit bet. There's 40. That can look like nickel actually. 40 pays 55, 56 bucks, and you're out. And again, you started out with 10 and 6. That was your initial outlay from your rack. That's 125, 140 bucks from 10. From 10. Not bad, right? Not bad. That's better than 10 times your starting bet, right? That's better than 10 times your starting bet in 4 hits. That's how this works out. Isn't that cool? The 1, 3, 2, 4 or the straight paroli can work great in the box if you happen to catch 4 of a number. And again, you would never do that unless the 64 or the whatever you're playing with out here was covered and free play. But if you're on a 10 at a quarter, right? 1 unit pays 2 units, right? You go right to 3, right? 75 pays 150. You regress back down to 2 units, right? 2 pays 100. Now you're at 150, which pays 300 bucks. A 1324 from a $25 starting bet. Look what that pays. That's 500, 600 bucks on a 10 from a quarter. From a quarter. You catch that miracle run, that's badass, man. That's a lot of money. And on the second hit, you are profiting. You have money in your rack on that second one. I think that's pretty cool. So there's the 1, 3, 2, 4 progression. It's a way to hammer a wave. If you're riding a wave, you catch it early, you just start with that boom, full press plus, bam, 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 and you're out, man. That is like that's a walk away. That's a walk away move right there. So I love the 1, 3, 2, 4 as a highly aggressive play, if and only if you have started it from a place of profit. You got to be out there for free. You cannot just roll 64 bucks out there and go, I'm going to play for a miracle. Otherwise, you're going to get destroyed, right? That's super, super scary to do that. But on a 50-50 bet, the 1, 3, 2, 4 or the 1, 2, 3, 4 or the 1, 2, 4, 8 or whatever you're going to run can work. Make your target 4, reset the thing, and go for it again. So there it is. That is it, guys. That's the progression. Ooh, I'm looking at the Q&A. Let's go here. Ian says, anyone see the dozens of hotel workers get arrested? No, what happened here? I know there's like a strike pending, right? Yeah, I hope we get some before we get there's a strike pending between the hotel workers, the hospitality workers, not the dealers. We may get to Vegas for Crash of the Cure and have no food. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, right? Oh my God, it's going to be ugly if we get out there and there's no food. Can you imagine? Right before the F1 race, what a disaster! I think the workers timed this perfectly. If you're on the side of that, they couldn't have made that any better. So, Blacklight, why stop at 4 wins? I hear you. You can keep going. I'm just showing you what the miracle looks like. To me, actually, let me show you something, because I'll go back to the field. Here's how I would do this, right? Let me show you this again. You're gonna really dig this move, I think. Let's do it again. We'll do it with red chips. Okay. There's 1. Let's take all this out of the rack. Give me a second to get my chips cleaned up here. If you have a 1 unit win and you stack it up to 3, remember you're out of your rack 2 units, right? The 3 wins, we go down to 2. There's your 2 that you started with. There's your 2 in profit. 2 wins, it goes to 4. 4 wins, you take back the 8, right? We know this. This is our 10 unit profit. Now, what you do on the next one, you started at 2 units. Now you're back to 1, 3, 2, 4, but you started at a 2 unit base bet. You double your base bet. So 1 or 2 pays 2, you add 2. Now your 3 unit bet is 3 10 unit or $10 units, right? You just make your unit bigger. 1, 3, that's going to pay 30 bucks. You go down to 2 units. That's 20 bucks. Let's put this up in the rack here. And again, I'll put the reds over here so you can see where we started. There's a quarter, right? 20 pays 40. You stack it all up, right? That's a full stack right there. It's going to be looking like your 70 bucks there, and that's going to pay 70 bucks. Or 60 bucks rather. Sorry, 60 bucks. There's your 1, 3, 2, 4 starting over again at a new bet level of 2. And now you've got 10 times that 2 unit bet. And there's your 20 bucks that you started with. If you try it again, go back out at 30. And now 30 is your base unit. So it goes from 30 to 90. 30 pays 30. You're going to drop 30 and make it look like 90. That's your 3 unit bet. Right? When 90 pays the 180, you drop it down to 2 units, back to 60 bucks. Now you're bringing back black chips. That progression can go and go and go and go. I would, every time I pull off the 4 units, I would increase the base bet and start it over again at a higher base. Then your cap, your power press comes out of your profit stack, not out of your bankroll. You catch 8 in a row, which, hey, I've seen 8 in a row before. We all have. That becomes wickedly powerful. over time, that becomes wicked powerful. All right, what else do we have here as far as questions go? Anything else? Let's see, the site is broken. Yeah, I know. I turned the ticket buying site off on purpose because we're changing vendors. I'm changing vendors. I wanted no more money coming into the old vendor. So on November 1st, when it all turns back on, we'll take tickets from the new site. So that's by design. I did that. I'll get it all hooked up over the weekend. That's the plan. So, all right, guys, 8:50. You know what happens now? I turn into a pumpkin. Time to go to work. I got to get my job. Got to teach the next generation of coders here, starting in about 10 minutes. So, with that said, my final thoughts are this: I apologize for the misdeal back there. Tomorrow morning, I will reset the bets where they were. With the puck being off, I'll set a new point, or the point would be set at 4. With my bets out there, I'll take the roll. We'll reset the rack and call it good. And then we'll restart everything. So that's where we're going to be. Too confusing to try and fix it when I've already put the money back in the rack. I got to get the bets reset. I'll watch the video and see what I had out there. I'll reset it in the morning. Get it all right. My apologies for that. That's my final thoughts today. I don't like to be inaccurate and make mistakes, but it happens. So, all right, there it is, folks. Have a good rest of your Thursday. I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee and Craps Daily Paycheck. Tomorrow night's Friday Night Fights, by the way. I am not going to be here. We have dog training tomorrow night, so I have to miss. I will talk to Jeff, Chris, and Craig and see who can deal tomorrow night. But with all that said, have a great Thursday. Love you all. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.